Hey, my Legion, how you doing today? I'm thinking about, I wanted to do something, for Halloween, but Halloween's gone now, but I love horror movies. I talk about horror movies all the time. Most of the time. Not every review is a horror film. There are different genres out there I do enjoy as well. But, I wanted to talk about something I haven't been keeping up with it. I know they had the Toys That Made Us. I don't know if they had new episodes now, but they had something called The Movies That Made Us. And it's about mostly mainstream films and the stories behind them. Some I weren't that interested in. Some of the I'm just not as interested in. But I had one for. I just saw it by. They must have came with new episodes this year, and they had like stuff for Halloween, and I guess they got stuff for Christmas coming up. And they showed like a Freddy Krueger, like a drawing animated Freddy Krueger thing. So I looked and I saw they were doing a Halloween, Friday the 13th, and a Nightmare on Elm Street. So I decided to watch it, and all three were very entertaining. And I didn't know if it'd be like rehashed information. I don't know that much about the Megan Halloween. That was really interesting. It talked about his earlier films like Dark Star, which is really a fun movie if anyone gets to see it. Sci-fi comedy, and also Escape from Assault on Precinct 13 before Halloween came out. It was really good. I really enjoyed that one. John Carpenter was not on that, not available for interview or something. I don't know why. I'm kind of surprised. But it was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. Now next was Friday the 13th. Now I've seen a whole bunch of documentaries about Friday the 13th, including Crystal Lake Memories, and his name was Jason, and all this other stuff. So I thought it would be pretty much a rehash of that, but it seemed like they had a lot of really different information, including how this guy they had Tom Savini on there talking about the makeup effects, and they must have showed clips from the unrated, the uncut version of Friday the 13th, which I've never seen. Where because the version I seen was pretty clean. But they want to add blood when the Halloween they had no blood. There was a little bit of blood in that Friday the 13th, but I barely remember. They purposely cut out stuff, but they showed a lot of blood in this one from there, and I don't remember that being there, so it had been from the uncut version. Well, anyway, they were talking about the blood. They were talking about Tom Savini said like the blood in Dawn of the Dead looked too cartoonish or too like bright or something like that. So he wanted to make it a dark color. They added some film stuff to some film chemical or something like that. And I guess they had like the thing where the guy had like nailed the door with arrow in his eye or something. And they put like blood on the guy's eye, and the eye blood, and it made him lose his vision for like 6 months. And he finally got his vision back to him. But that would suck. I'd be really angry and sue the production and stuff. But it was really interesting. And it talks about Sean Cunningham and Wes Craven teaming up for Last House on the Left. And they said they did do adult films back in the day to try to make money. I don't know how. But that's when like the porno chic was in. I don't know how porno-y it was, but they were adult films with like like fooling around and stuff in it. But I don't know how graphic it was. But they did do stuff like that. I heard about that too. That was really that gets a 10 out of 10. Last but not least is Nightmare on Elm Street, which was called from New Line Cinema. The New Line Cinema was called The House that Freddy Built. And I did watch that giant 4-hour Nightmare on Elm Street thing. Which didn't include the remake. That remake sucks so bad. Say what you want about it. A lot of people bust on the second one. Second Nightmare, but boy, or like for the sixth one, they said not a lot of people die in that movie. But I liked the movie, but boy, the remake was horrible, horrifically bad. And I thought that they would have like a lot of stuff that you didn't know about. A lot of stuff I'd seen before. No, but it seemed like it was a lot of interesting stuff in there too. And it was really good. I give that 10 out of 10 too. I thought I would do Halloween. It's after Halloween now, but it doesn't matter. I do horror movies anyway. You know that. And I wanted to review this as well. The 3 episodes of the films that made us. I forgot the slasher ones. And it was weird because they talked about Cisco and Ebert complaining about Friday the 13th and stuff. They had that Women in Danger thing. back when they released that, they didn't know those were called slasher films. They didn't have a term for it back then. They said these thrillers. They didn't have a term. But no, they were all pretty cool, and I might watch Elf. I definitely want to watch RoboCop to hear about Paul Verhoeven. I don't know if that was his first U.S. film. I remember seeing The Fourth Man. Well, yeah. And and then he went on to do Showgirls and stuff, which was not the very first NC-17 movie. It was Henry and June. So, hope you liked this video, everybody. Till next time, please take care of my legion. All right, I'm gonna put the computer back.